Hello everybody, welcome to my video today. This is going to go directly onto YouTube as soon as we're done here. So if you're seeing this on YouTube today, welcome to the video. I am just getting set up. I'm getting comments put up on my iPad here. And then we are going to, hey Chris, we are going to start using some holiday catalog product. Hi, Julie. We're going to chat for just a few minutes while it notifies everybody that I am live. So just so you guys know what's happening, today we are going to dive into the holiday catalog product. So I'm doing a live this morning simply because I don't have time to edit a video, you guys. Like, I normally have a video up on Mondays for you guys, and I just don't have time to edit that video this morning, and so we're doing a live. I have now contacted 2 different people for this giveaway for the Broadway birthday stamp set and the die set. These coordinate. So what I'm going to do is, those people have not got back to me. So, and now where this original giveaway was, it's so far back on my Facebook feed. I have to keep scrolling back so far to try to keep on top of it. We're just going to start a brand new giveaway. So this will be a giveaway for this week. So here on Facebook and on YouTube. So you're seeing this on YouTube today, Monday. You guys can comment all week. I'll have another live on Friday. You can comment on that and I will pick another winner on this weekend to hopefully get this product to somebody. Like, I want this to go to somebody and I want it to get off my desk sitting here. Good morning, Marty and Rachel. Good morning. Happy Monday. So today we're going to dive in to the holiday catalog product. A lot of times, you guys, I don't start using holiday catalog. I don't start using new product from a new catalog until like a week before the catalog goes live, because there's really no point. You guys can't purchase the product until a certain day. So for the holiday catalog, this goes live on September 4th. So that's when you can purchase from this catalog. So it really doesn't make a lot of sense for me to start using this product and making projects at the beginning of August when I get the product myself, because I'm a demonstrator. Because then you guys can't, it's frustrating, right? So I am going to start diving in this week to using product from this catalog. Next week, this goes live on September 4th, and I will do an entire walkthrough of the catalog. I will share with you guys what I want to use, what I'm purchasing, what my favorite stuff is. I will have 2 walkthrough videos. I will do one on YouTube where I'm not chit-chatting with you guys. I'm not interacting with you guys. I'm just walking through it. That one's usually a little bit faster because I'm just going through it. I'm talking about it. That'll go live on September 4th. Then on September 4th, I will do a live video with you guys where I can chat with you guys, hang out with you. I'll walk through all the product. We'll look at the catalog and I'll chat with you guys. So that is what's happening with the holiday catalog. We are going to use some of the fall product today. I'm going to actually show you guys 2 cards. We're going to make one, but I'm going to show you 2. We're going to be using both of these stamp sets, to a Wild Rose and a Harvest Hellos, which coordinates with a punch, with this punch right here. I know there's a little bit of a glare. That'll go away in just a minute. So we're going to use that, and we're going to talk about I'm going to show you guys the designer paper as well. So this is the last week to sign up for the holiday catalog paper share. So that's all of the paper in the holiday catalog. I have a link up on my page that I shared just a little bit ago. We're finalizing all of the last details for the paper party and the kits and everything that we're doing. Do you guys want to see the cards that I designed for my half? Let me grab them. Do you guys want to see what we'll be doing in the paper? So for the paper share, this is a new thing that we're doing. We are doing a paper share where you get a sample of all of the paper, and then what we're doing is a paper party where there is a card kit that coordinates with each set of designer paper. So you get your designer paper, and then you get to make for this catalog, there are 8 new papers. So for this catalog, you're going to be making 8 cards that coordinate with all of the designer paper. So the great thing about that is you get your paper, and then you right away get to make something with the paper instead of it just sitting around and you not knowing exactly what to do with it. Hey, Daisy. I know, Teresa, I've put in my first order. I shared with you guys everything that I got, and that was for projects coming up, like classes I have and stamp clubs and different things. And then I already have another order keyed in and ready to go for in a couple weeks. I'm going to put in another order. It's a great catalog. Okay, so let me show you guys the cards that I designed for our share. I designed 4 and Wendy designed 4. The sentiment will be stamped in red. This was, it was a little bit different, and I texted Wendy and she had some suggestions. So I changed it up a little bit, but I had already stamped the sentiment. So the sentiment will be stamped in a different color. And then there's those 2 here. And then there's Let It Snow. We'll probably do some coloring of this one. And then there is this one. And the ones that she has designed are super cute as well. They're all Christmas themed because that is the stamps, the products that we chose to use are Christmas themed. So let me sit down here in my chair, and then I'm going to show you this first card, and then we're going to make the second card. So again, you guys, I'm doing this video because I don't have time to edit. So this is the first one, and it was sort of a mistake. There was a little bit of a mistake on here. I'm wondering if you guys will be able to see it. So the other thing is, clearly my children have been in here. Here's cut paper and here's Legos. So clearly Andrew has been in here at my desk doing who knows what. So the first thing on this card, the mistake that I did was I wanted this piece here to be the entire part of the card. And when I went to put it together, I had cut it wrong. So it's not horrible. And then the other thing that I did is I used this leaf in it, and I feel like it makes it look like an apple. Like I used the wrong leaf. So I feel like I have these weird looking apples. So this is the stamp set. It is a cling set. So, and this one was a little bit difficult to put together because this middle part pops out. And so the sticker was really weird to get it on there. And then I saved this because I feel like, shouldn't this be something? Like, shouldn't we be able to use this for something? I mean, I don't know what, but I feel like I shouldn't throw it away. So it is a cling, and then so I made this, and then let's dive into the card that I'm going to make on camera for you guys, and then you let me know, does this look like apples to anybody else? Because I feel like it looks like apples. So I'm going to start using the holiday product, and of course we'll start with fall and some Halloween stuff. I have a mini class coming up that is a Halloween class. I have to get some more product for that one, but we'll definitely start out with fall, and then I will be diving into Christmas stuff like as early as October. I will also have 8 weeks of Christmas. I don't have time to do 12 weeks. There's just too much on my plate to start and do 12 weeks of Christmas because it would literally need to start like next month if I did it once a week. And so I'm going to do 8 weeks of Christmas, and that will be fun Christmas projects that will have PDFs involved with them. It'll be a whole thing. You guys will love it. You loved it last year when I did it. And so I also need some more holiday products to be able to do that. So this is the Come Gather Together designer paper. It is really pretty in person. I have to admit that in photos, I did not like it. It was not my favorite. You guys know that I'm digging. This is the piece we're going to use for the card we're going to make. I'm digging this piece. I mean, this is so yummy. I just love it. I love the polka dots. And then I also love this wood paper, this wood grain paper. And I did a fun trick with this. This is a little bit behind the scenes for you guys. This paper I love so much. It's now what I'm taking my photos on. So I have this big poster board, and I used all the paper, all of this particular set of designer paper. I used it all to create that little board because it's what I'm taking my photos on now. And this is all I have left of that paper. But no worries, on the 4th, I will definitely be ordering more of this. So this has a lot of pretty peacock colors. I feel like this one is really off. Like, it's funny. This is one of my favorite pieces. I love it, but I feel like it doesn't go with the rest of the paper. Like, it's like weird. It's like there's all these like solid, pretty peacock, and then like these really solid like this I think is the Mary Merlot, and then there's like this, and I'm like, this has like green in it. So I don't know that I mean, I guess it would pair with like this, you know, I guess we could pair it with that and use some green paper, but I don't know. It felt kind of off, even though it's like one of my favorite sheets. So the piece that we didn't do anything, but I did. Now I lost the card. Where'd it go? Okay, for this, I used gray granite, which actually is not listed as one of the coordinating colors, but I feel like this background color has got to be gray granite. It's got to be. Like, it cannot be like, I tried matching it with some others, and I was like, this has got to be gray granite. So I used gray granite, and then I used the polka dots, which are gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then I used this piece here, which is super pretty. So this paper is really fun in person. Again, I did not like it at all in the pictures. In fact, I even commented on somebody's pictures when they were sharing it. I mean, I know this person, so it was fine, but I commented and was like, I really don't like that paper. And she commented back and said, wait till you see it in person. It's really a lot different. So it coordinates with Cajun Craze, Early Espresso, Mary Merlot, Mint Macaroon, Pear Pizzazz, Pretty Peacock, and Whisper White. Gray Granite is not listed, but that is a color that I feel like goes with it. I will probably not use Mint Macaroon with it much, and definitely I'll be using a lot of Pretty Peacock with this paper. Good morning, Bobby. Okay, so the other thing, you guys, is if you are interested in blades, in trimmer blades, they are the last batch that Stampin' Up! Will receive for this type of blade has come in, and they are going to go on sale tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I think I better double check that. 10 a.m. So Mountain Standard Time. So wherever you are, you need to factor that in. This is the very last batch that Stampin' Up! Will sell of this. So if you are wanting to get another set of blades, like, I'm just going to tell you, they have sold out with it. The last batch sold out within 5 minutes. They were gone. The batch before that sold out within 15 minutes. And that was because nobody knew that they were in the store. They were just found by accident, and then it spread like a wildfire, and they sold out within 15 minutes. Last batch that was announced like this, that had a time frame, sold out in 5 minutes. So you have to be ready to go. I did have 2 customers. I believe Julie got a set, and so I believe she got a set, and then I believe Cheryl, one of my other customers, got a set. So if you are interested in getting a set of blades, you have to be ready. I cannot order them for you because they go too fast. So you just have to be ready. You have to be logged into your account. You have to have the item number ready and on hand. And then you just have to do it as fast as you can and pray. So you'll pray, and then if you want anything else, I suggest you already have it in your cart. So, you know, if you want Whisper white paper and you want, you know, this other thing, have all of that in your cart already. And then the last thing to add is the number for the blades, and then check out immediately. Like, have your payment ready, all of that, like quick as you can. And then you'll get blades. And then the new trimmer that Stampin' Up! Is doing is coming by the end of the year, they've told us. So I'm not necessarily holding my breath, right? Like, they've said the end of the year. They've been pretty good about recently not telling us unless they're for sure it's happening. But, you know, you never know. I've heard that the trimmer is amazing. They did tell us the price point is going to be $25, so it's cheaper than the trimmer that we have now that's discontinued. So hopefully that helps anybody who's wondering about the trimmer situation. Let me catch up on comments here. Teresa said it does look like pumpkins. That's good. I know, yeah, it does look like a smaller apple, maybe. I don't know, I just feel like I can't throw it away. Okay, so what I've done is I have just cut a piece of Whisper White cardstock at 5.5. So I'm doing this in a direction I normally don't do. And we folded it at 4.25. I got some, like, I don't know, something was on my desk and it got on that white paper. That's okay because we're going to take a pretty peacock layer. This is 4.25 by 5.5. And this layer is just going to go right on the front of our card. And we can do that right away. So I'll just take a little bit of adhesive and I'm going to line it up at the top and the side. And I have a feeling I'm going to need to trim a tiny bit off, which sometimes happens. See, I don't like having that white piece, so we'll just trim this off. I didn't do a great job of making that straight. It's like the littlest piece, so it's a little bit harder to get it straight. Good morning, Roberta. Then I have this piece. So this, look, I dropped this piece in my ink pad over the weekend. So I have this piece, and what I've done is I've taken my largest stitched rectangle die, and this is the part we're going to stamp on, and then we're also going to layer it on here. Now with your rectangle stitched dies, they are not exact. Like the measurement, like I can't tell you like, oh, cut this at 4.25 by 3 1/8. It's like not exact. And so what I do is I just eyeball it. Like I put it on my layer if ever I'm layering these, and then I just kind of eyeball how I want to cut it. And the great thing about the this paper is you kind of have a guide where it's gonna go. So you could even probably cut this. In fact, I think I probably will just cut this with my scissors, because you can just follow the lines. Sometimes it's easier to do that than it is to use your trimmer. Sometimes the trimmer isn't always the best. I'm gonna cut here first and just see if I need, no, I actually think that that's gonna work best. And then see, I think I'll take a sliver off this And I'll use my trimmer since I'm not going right on a line. Okay. The purple Posy ink pad, they have fixed so the first information we got right in July was they didn't know if they were going to be able to fix it and it might not ever be available. So currently, right now, I have an offer going. If you purchase the 4 colors that are available with refills, I will send you the purple Posy ink pad for free when it becomes available, because then we got news that they did fix the formula and it was going to be available, but we don't know when it's going to be available because they fixed the formula, but now they have to send out for all the pieces. So it's not just like they mixed up the formula at the warehouse and then they can ink up all the ink pads. They fixed the formula and then they got to send out for like PO numbers and like all of that back end stuff. But they did say that it will be available to us. We're just not sure when. Hopefully by the end of the year. So I have my stitched rectangle here. And then I'm going to take Pretty Peacock ink. And we are going to use Blessed from the Wild to a Wild Rose. I love the sentiments in this set, and I love this. You can get this in a bundle, so you can get the stamp set, and then it has framelits that cut all the stuff out, and it's totally worth it. One of the first sets I got, and I love this right here, this Blessed. If you're not familiar, my team with Stampin' Up, like when you join with me and when you sign up underneath me, I have a team, and my team with Stampin' Up is called Blessed to Stamp. Okay, so I want to make sure I'm trying not to get my head in the camera. So we're just going to stamp Blessed right here. Not bad. I love the Pretty Peacock. Okay, so this part is done. And then we're going to need a piece of scratch paper because we are going to stamp and color. So let's set this stuff aside. Coloring pumpkins is one of my favorite things to do because I feel like you can really teach yourself how to shade and color different ways with pumpkins. It's the thing that I learned how to do more shading and stuff with is pumpkins because they're so easy. Because most of the time in our mind, we pretty much know how a pumpkin looks, right? So we're going to stamp the pumpkin part in Cajun Craze ink. And then we're going to grab our blends. I have light pumpkin pie, dark pumpkin pie, and then I have Mossy Meadow. And then I'm going to need crumb cake in a minute. Where's my crumb cake? Here, I have dark crumb cake. So that is the items we're going to need. So right now, currently, this is the last week. If you spend $60 with me, or for every $60 you spend with me, you get to pick out a set of blend markers that you want. So there is a host code where you can use that host code to order. And then when you spend $60, you get one set. If you spend $120, you get 2 sets, and so on. So they're any color that you want. So currently, if you have purchased from me, and you need to let me know what blends that you want so that I can get them ordered and sent to you. So I'm going to start with the dark, and my tips of my blends are really tore up on my pumpkin pie. Kind of like my cherry cobbler ones were pretty tore up. So I've added those to my next order so that I can replace them. And what I'm doing is I'm just going over the lines because that's where I'm going to want some dark. And then right on the edges, I'm also adding some dark. And then you're going to want to be careful not to let this go out of the edge because when you use the punch, it does leave a little bit of white around it. So right here on the bottom, And then, but you can see that I'm not being, the great thing with blends is you don't have to be careful. They're alcohol-based markers, so they turn out beautiful. That's why I like using them, not necessarily for all the blending, but just because they are so smooth. So then I'm taking the light, and I probably would have preferred to start with the light and then wet the paper and then come back with the dark and then do the light again. But because this tip is so messed up, I feel like I'm barely gonna have enough of it to get through this last pumpkin. So I'm going over the entire pumpkin, and I'm really not being careful. You can see I'm gonna have to turn this over. So there you go. And then come to the edges as well. But it's super easy. See how beautiful this comes out? Okay, so then we'll go over with this tip again. And that's just gonna blend the colors together. Super easy. So the next thing we're gonna do is take the correct leaf for the pumpkin. Instead of the apple leaf, we're gonna take the pumpkin leaf. I'm gonna stamp it in Mossy Meadow. Oh no, it's not Mossy Meadow I'm stamping it in. It is Garden Green. Sorry guys. And then I'm also gonna stamp the stem in Early Espresso. So I want a dark outline on these. So see how that, I had this problem before. There we go. Okay, so now this punch, let me explain something about this punch. It's annoying. So the punch, here's either your apple or your pumpkin, which is great. And then it has these, the leaf, the one leaf, not the leaf we're using, the apple leaf, and then the stem. And it was literally miserable to try to stamp these two out to get them to punch. These are so tiny that what I'm doing is saving myself the frustration, and I'm just fussy cutting these. I even did this trick. I don't know if you guys have seen this trick, which usually works with most punches. I just think these are such little items that it's hard. You punch out, and then you use this as a guide. So then you would lay down your piece, right? I need to cut some more Whisper White cardstock. You would lay this down like this, and then you would stamp inside, which maybe I'm just, see, like, I'm not good at that. Like, I don't know how people do this, how they see. Is it just because I'm filming? No, it's not. Like, it doesn't work for me. So this trick did not work for me. It may work for you. You can do that and then save that. I would just stick it maybe in your stamp set. Like, if that worked for you, totally stick it in your stamp set so that it will work for you. It did not work for me. And even trying to get this little guy in the thing, I just kept getting frustrated. So the punch works great for the apple or your pumpkin. Like, I love the way it punches out, but then I'll just fussy cut the other pieces. So there's my pumpkin, and then these two pieces, what I'm going to do is I stamped in Garden Green. I'm using my light Mossy Meadow, and I'm not even going to do any blending on this. Like, I'm not interested in having different colors with this. You could be if you wanted to get real particular. But again, I'm just using my blends because they are so smooth. They're so beautiful when you color with them. Then I'm using my dark crumb cake, and that was done in, it was stamped in Early Espresso, so the outline is a little darker. So now I can just take this, and you'll see this in real time since I'm not going to edit this since I'm live. And you can see that this leaf you'll have to fussy cut anyways because it's not part of the punch, but that other leaf is just as easy to fussy cut. And when you're fussy cutting, so that you get a nice smooth cut, what you want to do is you want to move your paper, not your scissors. So you can see that I'm using the paper to move it along instead of using my scissors. So you also don't want to do this. Like, that's not going to give you a smooth cut. You just want to open your scissors super wide and then very gently close them. And that will give you a smoother line than if you're just chopping away, right? I don't love fussy cutting, but I don't hate it. Like, you know, it's not horrible. Okay, so there's our pieces. So let's put together this card. You lay down your stamp and your cutout without your block. So put all the stamps there. I know, but then, okay, so what she's saying, okay, so since I shared this tip, I got to follow through with you guys. Okay, so what she's saying is, here's your guide, right? So you take, I got to get a thing to clean this stuff. Okay, so where's my things? Okay. We're going to walk through this and then tell me if I'm doing it wrong, because maybe I misunderstand the whole situation. Okay, so we have this. So what she's saying is you lay it down. Oh, I see. You lay it down. Okay, this is good. Lay it down in your thing. Okay, I need the other leaf. Where is that? Oh. Okay. So then you're supposed to be able to lay this down in here, like so. Which doesn't work well with this, the way these stickers are, but you get the general idea. Okay, so then you pick all of this up. Then you're going to ink these up individually, okay? Because obviously now you have 3 stamps on a block. We're just going to pretend I just inked them up all in green. And then your punch will punch them out. So that does work way better than what I was thinking. So thanks for the tip. So if any of you want to do this, this is how you do it. And then everything punches out. So you still will have to ink everything up individually. So you can do that with your markers, with your writer markers. What I would probably do is... Okay, so then let's dry this. So what I would do is I would use my writer markers. And you just use the tip. And you color on them. For whatever reason, this particular stamp set is slightly annoying in the fact that it's like, see this one, like the stem, like the way they're cut. It's like this one's cut right on the edge, so it's hard to get it to stamp properly. I was really struggling with that. Okay, so then let's use pumpkin pie. Thanks for sharing the correct way. See, this is why, like, I don't watch other people's videos. When I see something and I'm like, oh, I can figure out how to do that without watching that video. Or when people are talking about it. Okay, so that's going to be the easiest. So then what you have to do is you have to breathe on this to reactivate all the ink. So see, you just breathe on it. And then, see, my thing still didn't stamp well because it's a defect in the stamp. And I'm not going to deal with calling Stampin' Up to send me a new thing over it. Like, I just feel like it's not worth it. Then everything will punch out. So that's perfect, right? So what I'm talking about with the defect of my stamp is you can see that it's not, the image is not centered within the red rubber, like it's really close to the edge. So particularly with this one, it's really hard to get a clear image because this image is not centered. So if that happens to anybody, if you get a stamp set, regardless of whether it's the holiday one or not, if you get a stamp set that's like that, you need to contact me right away and I'll get you a new stamp set, because I don't mind dealing with it as a demonstrator. I don't mind the frustration of having to deal with that, but as a customer, like, you don't need that frustration. Okay, so let's finish this card up. Okay, so I'm gonna just use some adhesive here and add this to my beautiful check piece here. And I guess that's right where it's going, because that adhesive stuck to that paper like nobody's business. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some foam. This is just fun foam that I make myself. I just put some double-sided adhesive on this fun foam. We stick it down, we add adhesive to the other side, and it gives our card a little bit of dimension. Okay, so now we bring our card base over, and instead of just sticking this right in the middle, we could totally do that, but instead I'm gonna line it up right here on the edge. Just like that. Then we're gonna add our pumpkin right here, and it's gonna hang off a little bit. I really wanted to add more pumpkins to this card design, but I felt like, see, it would be really great if we had like a baby pumpkin that could go right here. I'm all about the pumpkins, you guys. I love them. So then we'll add the right leaf here. And we'll add that there. And then we have the little stem. These are little pieces, but they're cute. And then I'm gonna put that right there. Just like so. So that is that card. Let me close these up and then I'll show you the other card that we did. So this is the Harvest Hello stamp set and punch. I think this will probably be one that I keep forever. I don't know that I will get rid of it because it has the apples, which are so, oops, wrong card. This one. It's the one, the other one. It has the apples. I don't know that I'll get a chance to make any of the apples. Maybe I'll use them, but the pumpkins are definitely cute. I really love that this is so versatile with the apple or the pumpkin, and then you have the little face. Yeah, you might be able to. This piece here, I feel like it really does look more like an apple though. And there's another set. Let's see, do I have it? I'm just looking, you guys, at the sets I have. I don't have the other pumpkin one yet. I'm planning on getting it, but I don't have it. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. So I don't know, like this one, I mean, these are a little bit more realistic, but that might, you know, you might be able to do something like that. This is another set. This is one that's in the suite of products. So there's the paper and then this stamp set goes with it. So that is the two cards. All this week I'm going to be playing with new product and using product from the holiday catalog to get prepared for next week. And then in September, I will be doing 3 lives a week. So we'll be doing a fun Facebook Blitz where I am live all month, 3 days a week. So Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, I will be live. Some of them will be early in the morning, like right away. As school has started, I definitely, my free time is a little bit easier. Like I not necessarily free time, but just time that the kids are away. So the Facebook Lives may vary. I'm not going to say they're always going to be at 11 a.m. They might be early like this one is, but I will be doing 3 a week and we will be diving into all sorts of holiday product. And then a couple of them may not be where we create something. One will, I know for sure that one will be the holiday walkthrough. I know one will be a haul of more holiday product. So I just think it'll be fun to do that and share with you guys as the catalog goes live. And then I will have some really fun giveaways, and I have a very fun ordering promotion next month as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing these. I'll get pictures up of these, and maybe I'll do a PDF of this one for you guys, and then I will have the PDF of Friday's project for you guys as well. I enjoyed making this particular card and jumping into the holiday stuff. This is the first time I've used any of the holiday stuff was for this card, and I really enjoyed it. So I hope you guys are having a great Monday. Make sure if you want to get signed up for the holiday paper share that you do that, because the invoices will be going out at the end of this week. So I want to make sure you guys get those and we get signed up, and I make sure that I have everybody's information. And then that's it for today, you guys. I'll be back on Friday. Make sure you leave a comment, share the video, leave a comment on YouTube. I really want to give this away, you guys. So I want to be able to pick somebody this weekend to give this away to. 2 people I've picked so far have not gotten back to me. So no, we're going to start over. We'll do it this week. Comments here on Facebook and on YouTube. Leave a comment, share the video, and I will pick this weekend to give this away to somebody. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later.